to help you make a little rub here.
Okay.
So we've got pork shoulder, pork butt. You want to add some black pepper there?
Absolutely.
You just add all these guys in there. We've got some cracked black pepper, some salt, right in here. Some paprika, some dry mustard, some garlic powder, and then a little bit of brown sugar. So you've got the sweet and the spicy going on.
Sweet, spicy, and savory.
But the thing that's good here is that nothing's too strong. So it's not
subtle enough for the whole family.
Exactly, and you can do a lot of different things with this shredded pork, which is exactly what we're gonna do.
And pork butt is the same thing as pork shoulder, guys. They call it butt, B-U-T-T, because they used to butt the shoulders of pork up against barrels, and that's how they shipped them. So when she says pork butt or shoulder, it's the same thing. Always affordable and super tender and perfect for slow cookers.
Yes. Look at this. So, this is very delicate. So
and I love that he really just looked at it with his eyeball. You know what I mean? He didn't measure anything. Victor's like, no, that's a good amount of that.
Let's get it all on there, Victor.
Okay.
Now, one thing I've also done, Rachel, is I cut this up into smaller portions. Sometimes it's tough to work with a really large piece of meat.
It's tough to break it down once it's braised.
Exactly.
To shred it up, it's easier in smaller portions.
To do this.
Especially if you're going to break it up. I think this is brilliant, Kels, because you can then portion control to break it up into the different meals.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So
very smart. Brilliant.
You could brown this before sticking in the slow cooker, but if you're short on time, we're just gonna go ahead and throw it in.
It can go straight on in.
So Rachel, while I add this, why don't you add some onions for us? I've got two onions.
Weird for me to reach over, but sorry.
Roughly chopped
Couple of onions, rough chop.
We're gonna add some beef stock there.
Yeah, thanks for buying the Rachel Ray stock.
Of course, the only kind I buy, Rachel.
See that plug she gave me?
I love it.
It's only right.
And then, Victor, why don't you add this? We're gonna add some cola. So,
a can of cola.
A can of cola. So about 3/4 the can.
Okay.
And that's gonna be our liquid.
Sweet. Again, sweet and savory, sweet and savory.
Sweet and savory, and that little bit of spice in there really plays well with the sweet flavors. This is gonna go in your slow cooker, depending on whether you cook it on low or high, about 4 to 6 hours, or a little longer, 8 to 10. And once you're done, it's gonna be unctuous and juicy.
Unctuous. She's throwing down the SAT word. Did you hear that?
Yeah, right?
That's a good one.
I mean, how else can you describe pulled pork, right?
Delicious.
So this
Smells
finishes,
delicious.
and you've got your first meal ready to go. You're gonna go.
You want me to load these up?
Yep. We're gonna go on a toasted bun. Now, do you like?
Okay, I want everybody to confess. Bread is my downfall in the kitchen. I set it on fire. I'm notorious as the bread burner. What are you notorious for in the kitchen? What are you terrible at?
I am awful at anything other than scrambled eggs.
It just so happens that I'm going to put you to work on some scrambled eggs right over here. So while Rachel gets our sandwiches going, top those with some pickled onions. They'll be delicious.
Pickled onions, I love.
Since Victor's the scrambled egg master, we're gonna go ahead and whisk those babies up, and then I want you to fold into some of that shredded pork.
Okay.
Now, while he gets going on that, let's talk about how we actually turn these into leftovers. So after you've served up your first meal, which are the sandwiches,
pickled onions,
you're gonna
and a little extra sauce. You put a little extra barbecue on there.
Absolutely, a little extra barbecue. You're gonna take the rest of that pork and you're gonna portion it into freezer, resealable bags.
Right. Plastic food storage
bags. Now, what's
bags.
important about that is we want to make sure that all of the air gets sucked out of those. And so I use the straw trick. Do you know the straw trick, Rachel?
I assume you suck the air out of the bag with a straw.
I know.
Why don't you do that on national television? Tell me something you're not good at in the kitchen. We say stuff. What is the thing that you just you stink at?
Grilled cheese sandwiches.
Grilled cheese sandwiches.
I'm too impatient. My husband has to make them, and it's the way it is. Okay, I'm going for this, Rachel. We're gonna suck the air out of this. Ready?
Nicely done. Good lungs.
Come on, right? So after doing that, you want to make sure that you seal and date them. Yeah. And then these can go straight into the freezer, and you are like minutes away from making a delicious meal throughout the week.